Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Astronaut. It is always good to see you guys. If this is your first time here, make sure you smash that subscribe button, click the like button, and say hello through the comments, especially if you are a Mortal Kombat fan, because I have planned to make this the unofficial headquarters for Mortal Kombat 11. If there's any kind of rumors, leaks, hints to anything going on with the development of this game, you can be sure that it will be in a post on this channel here. So if you are wanting to keep up with Ed Boon, with NetherRealm Studios, with the development of this game, make sure you subscribe and check in with me on a regular basis just to see what's going on, because I will definitely be keeping an eye out for that. Also, to all my return visitors and subscribers, you guys already know I always say thanks to you guys for your support and for continuing to come back and check out the content. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I hope you will continue to do that and leave your comments and feedback. I always try to respond to as many comments as I can, especially when everyone's coming up with some really good ideas and concepts and theories about different things. It's really cool to hear a different person's perspective on things, and it makes me start thinking about things as well. So it makes for really great dialogue. So thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to leave your thoughts about that. So now, guys, just before I get started, I want to let you guys know this video is not a part of the series that I started earlier called Astronaut's Guide to Mortal Kombat 11. This video is just purely for fun. This is like my Mortal Kombat 11 wish list, meaning these are the characters that I love, that I enjoy, and that I would love to see kind of pop up in Mortal Kombat 11 if that should happen. The Astronaut's Guide to Mortal Kombat 11 is more of a developmental overview of what NetherRealm Studios has been doing since Mortal Kombat 9, what they continued into Mortal Kombat 10, and then what we can project onto Mortal Kombat 11 by the patterns that they have set in motion through the past 2 installments. So a lot of it is calculated, a lot of it is researched and studied, and so I really want that series to be something that has a little more substance to it than just a lot of speculation. So part 2 is coming up very soon, but this video is definitely not a part of that series. This is just my wish list. This is just fun and just an opportunity to dialogue with other visitors on the channel and with other subscribers. Now everyone, before I get really deep into the content of this video, I want to ask everyone a question. That question is, do you think that Mortal Kombat is ready for a female final boss or final villain of the story mode? Whatever your thoughts or responses are, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm hoping to use this question to inspire a lot of discussion and dialoguing, and I'm really curious to see what a lot of people's feedback would be about this particular question. And don't worry, by the end of the video I'm going to revisit this question and kind of give you my own personal overview and opinion about that topic as well. Alright everyone, now it's time to get into the content of the actual video, and just as the title of the video suggests, this is my wish list for Mortal Kombat 11, the characters that I would like to see return. And I'm not necessarily saying that I need to see all of these characters in Mortal Kombat 11, but if I were to see just a handful of these characters, I would be satisfied. So the first category I want to look at are the palette swap ninjas, basically Chameleon, Ermac, Rain, Reptile, Scorpion, Smoke, Sub-Zero, and Noob Saibot. And I think if Ed Boon has been paying attention to his Twitter account, if he's been paying attention to other social media outlets and just the media in general, he will know that the #1 ninja that all of the fans want to see return in Mortal Kombat 11 is Noob Saibot. I cannot tell you how many people I have seen or how many comments that I've read where so many people were disappointed with the fact that he was not a DLC character or a regular character in MKX. And even me, when I picked up Mortal Kombat X, I kind of was looking for him. So I think if Ed Boon is paying any attention whatsoever to the fans online, then he will know that Noob Saibot is definitely the #1 requested character, and hopefully he'll put him in Mortal Kombat 11. Also, just real quick, I want to talk about Reptile, because I have been so disheartened by the fact that NetherRealm Studio has chosen to turn Reptile into an iguana/lizard. I don't like this look at all. It just makes him look kind of, I don't know, he's too animalistic looking. He was looking his best in Mortal Kombat 2 when he still had his human look to him, and then he would take off his mask and it would reveal like the lizard head. But with the mask on and the ninja outfit on, he basically looked no different than Scorpion or Sub-Zero, and I think that was the best way to play him as a character. Because when I play him, especially on Mortal Kombat X, it just feels differently. There's something about the look of the character that can really draw you to want to play with the character sometimes, and the look that he has now is just so drastically different. And I just think that the developers were just trying to find a way to evolve his character so that it would look like he has, you know, that he hasn't stayed the same, but rather that he's evolved in some way, shape, or form. But I don't think this is the right evolution for him. I think they need to go back to the human. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and move on to my second group of favorite characters, which are the Cyber Ninjas. I love all of the Cyber Ninjas, Cyrax, Sector, Smokes, Cyber Sub-Zero. Any one of them or group of them to appear in Mortal Kombat 11 would be completely fine with me. I love them. And to be honest with you, I would love to see NetherRealm Studios entertain the possibility of a subplot where maybe one or more of the Cyber Ninjas decided to return to becoming human again. I think that would be really cool to see in the story mode, where you see the automated Cyber Ninja having an emotional moment of wanting to reconnect with his human side and going through some sort of process where he's able to reintegrate himself back with his human self, possibly, you know, holding on to certain elements of his automated abilities so that he could continue to have the same moveset and combo system and all that, so that players could still play him the way he used to play, but at the same time just kind of going on that emotional journey of seeing one of the cyber ninjas having that longing to go back to his roots, go back to his family, and go back to another sense of normalcy of being human once again. So that would make for an awesome storyline and a very emotional storyline. I think I could easily see a lot of people getting kind of sucked in. And to be honest with you, I remember when I was watching the story mode for Mortal Kombat 9, and there came that moment when when Cyber Sub-Zero came out of that alternate timeline, and you saw that he had been automated, and it was just such a gut reaction to just feel such sorrow. I felt so sad to see Sub-Zero automated, and it was really gripping. So I think it would be really cool to see NetherRealm Studios incorporate maybe some emotional elements to the storyline. That's things and ideas that would provoke emotion, like seeing a cyborg wanting to return to his family or return to his his roots, his origins, his clan, things like that. I think that would be a great way to kind of, you know, throw a twist into the story mode and gives people a little more to get involved in. Alright, and lastly, I have one last character I would like to discuss. There were a lot of other characters I wanted to include in this video, and I realized that it was going to make the video incredibly long. So I decided to go ahead and save some of that for another video. But for this video, I'll just end things with Takeda. I really liked Takeda a lot. I was very, very impressed with him. And to be honest with you, I was just really impressed with how NetherRealm handled introducing a new round of characters who, for the most part, they either had a mother-daughter relationship or a father-daughter or a father-son relationship with some of the older characters. And they NetherRealm Studios did a really good job of making these younger characters believable. I mean, when you saw their moveset, when you saw their combos, when you saw their attitudes and personalities, you could clearly see that these were either the sons or daughters of these older Mortal Kombat characters. So NetherRealm did a very good job of making it very, very believable and cause these characters to really blend very well into the universe without there being something awkward or strange or amiss with their presence. But with Takeda, I was probably very impressed because not only did he have personality traits that resembled his father, Kenshi, but he was also trained by the Shirai Ryu. So of course, when you're watching his moveset, you see that there's a lot of stuff going on that reminds you of Scorpion. And I'm like, you know, before I put two and two together, I was like, wow, he's doing a lot of stuff that's like Scorpion. And then I'm like, oh, well, he was trained by Scorpion, duh. So I thought that was really great. They blended two elements of two existing characters into a brand new character. His personality was like his father, but his fighting style was like his sensei or his teacher, who was Scorpion. And even with his costume, one of his costumes, he has on the decorative yellow ribbon top, or the yellow banner top with the black bottoms. And so, of course, so you see his influence and his allegiance to Shirai Ryu or Scorpion, and that was just very good. I really liked that, and Takeda had a very likable personality. So Takeda was a very well-designed character, and NetherRealm just really took it to a whole nother level to introduce family-oriented or family-related characters that were offsprings of other characters. That was pretty, I thought revolutionary and very, very cool, very, very cool. Now guys, before I wrap everything up, I just want to take the time to revisit the question that I asked you in the beginning of the video. Do you think Mortal Kombat is ready for a female final boss of the story mode? And I think this is a very thought-provoking question. So far, we've only seen males be the final boss. We've seen Shao Kahn, we've seen Shinnok, we've seen Onaga, and we've seen Blaze. But I think it would be interesting to see a female final boss. And I think it's very interesting how, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in Mortal Kombat X, NetherRealm Studios purposely made a point to elevate the status of a lot of female characters. Katana was elevated to the place of becoming queen of the NetherRealm. Melina was elevated to the status of being the former empress of the Outworld. So, and also even with Sindel in Mortal Kombat 9, she had an unusually prominent role as an antagonist where she was running around, even though she was kind of being controlled by Quan Chi, I believe, but still, she had a huge role in attacking the Earthrealm warriors and being very antagonistic. So, going into Mortal Kombat 11, it's very interesting to see what will happen because we still have Katana as the queen of the NetherRealm, and if you notice, her whole entire persona had changed by the end of Mortal Kombat X. The look and the costumes that they gave to her Revenant costume looking very intimidating and very dark, very edgy. So it leaves an open door as to exactly how her character can develop in the future installments. We may or may not see Katana return from being a Revenant character. She may continue to be this Revenant character and go on to become some sort of villain eventually. We don't know. Same thing for Melina. For her to have been the former Outworld Empress, I was completely shocked to find out that she was any kind of Empress. I'm so used to her pretending to be Katana and parading around trying to deceive people and do this and trying to kill Katana so she could be her. So it was just astonishing to see that NetherRealm Studios had added so much more depth to her character instead of her roaming around, looking very scantily clad and dangerous and sexy at the same time. In Mortal Kombat X, they actually gave her clothes that were kind of noble looking somewhat. They kind of was reminiscent of an empress, and they actually put it in the storyline that she actually was the empress for a time before she got overthrown by Kotal Khan. So there's always a possibility that she could regain her kingdom and she could become the Khanum of Outworld once again, and of course Shao Kahn was the Khan of Outworld. So if she returns to becoming the Khanum of Outworld, then that would mean that she might be set up to become a final female villain. We don't know. Although I would hope that Melina doesn't do that because she's my main character, and if she were the final boss, that would mean she would have to be defeated and she would definitely probably not return in the following installment of the game. So yeah. Anyways, okay guys, I'm done, and please leave me your feedback on a lot of the things that I've shared, and definitely tell me, do you think Mortal Kombat is ready for a female villain at the end of the story mode? Alright guys, I will catch y'all in the next video. Please make sure you smash that subscribe button, click the like button, and say hello through the comments. See you next time. Astronaut out.